Goes in there.
Everything seems to be in order. All flight controls working fine. Going to Diego Brown. You guys smell anything that remotely smells like smoke whatsoever, I want you to let me know.
Los Médicos Voladores, or the Flying Doctors, are a diverse group of medical professionals, pilots, and volunteers dedicated to improving the health and well-being of people from Mexico and Central America by providing free healthcare and education to rural villages. Los Médicos Voladores make more than 20 trips a year. They travel for hours in small aircrafts to remote areas such as Oasis, California, and various small towns in Mexico and Nicaragua. The Flying Doctors have established a complete dental clinic in Cañón Buenavista, Ensenada. People travel hours just to see them. Dental care is one of the most demanded services in Ensenada. Los Médicos Voladores not only provide education, but also dental hygiene products.
Most of the patients we see first time through a village have never seen a dentist. Don't know what a toothbrush is. I've never seen a toothbrush. When we've given toothbrushes and toothpaste to people, I go back and see them a few months later and I see the same dental condition I saw on the prior trip and ask them, why is it the same? Why aren't you using a toothbrush? And they've responded, well, they ran out of toothpaste and didn't realize they could use a toothbrush without toothpaste. Tells me we need to do a much better job with education than we're doing. From the dental point of view, we encounter gum disease in its most severe forms. Patients with teeth that are literally falling out. Something you can reach in with your fingers and take out teeth.
Desde niña he sufrido de caries en las muelas y pues siempre he tenido ese problema, pero como no he tenido, sí, he ido que me saquen, pero no he tenido la posibilidad de que todas me las saquen para que me pongan placas. Y pues ahora que se presentó la oportunidad, pues vine.
In younger children, we see what they call baby bottle caries. From just the parents are not trained how to raise their kids. They're still letting them suck on a bottle or sugar water. And they have a lot of caries. I don't know if you came in and saw, if you got in some of these villages, have a little kid smile, and you'll see either missing teeth or black teeth all in the front teeth. So it's just it's lack of education, and we spend some time educating.
Quiere mani porque el ratón le va a traer el dinero. ¿Ya?
Gracias.
Gracias.
Today we're going to do dental health education, and we're going to show film. We have coloring books. We're going to test the kids, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. So they have some ideas already of why things happen, and so then I ask them to repeat the performance, you know, show me how you brush your teeth, show me how you floss, and they do, and they get rewarded by a toothbrush and toothpaste, and at the end I ask, and how many times are you going to use this? And they'll say 3 times, and some will say 2 because I'm in school and I can't brush after lunch.
I learned today how to brush my teeth. First, you take this, and then you take this, and then you get a cup and put it on the water. And next, you put this on the front of this. And you brush your teeth. You have to brush 4 times each, right on top and on the sides and on the bottom. Is most important from your body is the teeth.
La flor más linda de mi querer, adornada con la bendita.
Jinotega is located 3 hours north of Nicaragua's capital, Managua. The city already processes the facilities for optometrists to treat and diagnose patients with vision problems. However, frustration sets in once the prescription is pinpointed. Vision aid equipment is in short supply, leaving the patient at a dead end. This is where the flying doctors arrive to provide vision equipment to fulfill these prescriptions.
Medically, we've seen 150 some people for the eye doctor, and everybody walks away with a big smile on their face and new glasses in their hand and can see things they never saw before.
We run into some real major problems with people, especially the young kids, and we're trying to understand what's causing it. I mean, some of them are almost blind, and we don't know if it's sun exposure or their diet or what, but I hope we get to the bottom of it.
It's a time of intense work. It's necessary. I just don't like to turn people away. We have a limited amount of time here, and I want us to project a good work ethic that we all care, which we all do. And so there was never, it's just as long as could do it, no way would I want to turn people away.
Bahia Asunción is a fishing town on the coast of Baja, Mexico. The town has one small clinic for basic medical services. However, due to its remote location, there are a lack of general practitioners for diagnosing severe conditions. This creates a necessity for medical professionals to treat various chronic illnesses.
Realmente es una gran variedad de problemas que tenemos. Los principales problemas son enfermedades respiratorias, enfermedades gastrointestinales y algunas otras enfermedades cardiovasculares como la hipertensión, la insuficiencia cardíaca.
Most people come in and will talk about generalized body aches, and that can be due to many different kinds of things that's difficult to pin down. Many of the women work very, very long hours raising many kids, and so their bodies are just worn out, a lot of them. They have a lot of arthritis, they have a lot of basic musculoskeletal problems that are just sort of now catching up with them now that they're in their 50s and 60s.
Me duele mucho la columna. He ido al seguro por el tratamiento y sigo en las mismas, pues me dieron lo mismo también que me dio el doctor, ojalá y esto sea mejor.
Some of the people just really want to be seen and be reassured that what's happening to them is a normal aging process or just normal for their condition.
Los Médicos Voladores work together with the Wheelchair Foundation to provide an otherwise basic medical device. This brings a sense of hope and realization that there is help out there. The smiles and looks of surprise on the patients makes it all worthwhile.
That's the purpose of the Wheelchair Foundation. To see the people so happy, they can have mobilization. We just want to see that those people be able to move. That's the big reward. Been carrying all those big boxes all the way around, and when we saw those kids, those people in the wheelchair, they're so happy they have something to move. We feel tremendous, very, very, very happy that we can do something about it.
Bueno, gracias al Señor, ¿verdad? Me siento contenta, gracias a ella, que fue la que me la consiguió, porque se me hace difícil manejar a mi hijo porque él ya pesa mucho y ya con la silla es más diferente. Yo les agradezco mucho que me ayudaron de esa parte.
Y usted también, Dios me la bendiga y que no se van a enfermar y que les pido con fe y con devoción a Dios, como yo le he pedido.
It's such a great feeling to go back and give back to Nicaragua, give back to my people, my own people.
The areas we go to, there's just no access to dental care. And that's mostly the areas, it's not necessarily poverty. We go to areas where there's just poor access. They may have the money to do it, but the nearest dentist is a day's drive.
These people have to travel hundreds and hundreds of miles to get to a specialist, and so you have to be sure that they're going to need one. You don't just flippantly decide, oh yeah, you should go get these x-rays done, or you should go, see a cardiologist or a podiatrist. They really will need it. Otherwise, it's not worth sending them hundreds of miles away.
Mira, hay los recursos para pagar un doctor general, pero no un especialista. Y lo que los doctores voladores traen son especialistas, que es lo que necesita la gente más. Porque un general te va a curar de un resfriado, un dolor de cabeza, pero ya un especialista sale caro. Y es por eso que son importantes los doctores voladores aquí.
I've taken patients out of pain that I know are going to be in pain again without further treatment, and I know there should be more I can do or should do for this particular patient. And knowing I've got a waiting room or a line outside that's 60 or 80 people long, and there's a limited amount I can do for each individual. Now, I'm just one person, and there are times when I just have to draw the line on what I can do for a particular patient, and that hurts, and that bothers me a lot.
Pues yo creo que hacerle la lucha a ir con un doctor, un dentista, porque pues sabía que si no se aguanta el dolor y tiene uno que ir, ¿verdad? Y pues prefiere uno quedarse a veces sin comer aquello para ir con el doctor, con el dentista, lo que sea.
Estamos sin medicamentos. No es que no tengamos médicos, no es que todos no seamos médicos con capacidad, sino que simple y sencillamente no tenemos el medicamento a mano necesario para combatir aquella patología.
But there are tough things that we all see down there. I know the physicians will sometimes see patients with particular cancers that they know they can't treat. There's not much they can do, and maybe the patient isn't aware of their disease, and their choices are talking to the patients about what they have and what they can do, what their options are, and sometimes there are no options for these people.
When I was doing triage in my first trip to Mexico, to Ensenada, there was this man that had been there waiting for us for a couple of hours. When we arrived, he was there to see the dentist. And then I asked him, what else do you have? Would you like to see one of the physicians to just check your blood pressure and just general check, just to answer your questions? And he mentioned that he had a black spot in one of his legs, actually one of his ankles. And it turned out that it was that he had a skin cancer. And he was there just to see the dentist. He didn't realize what he had.
See conditions where nothing can be done. And they come in with expectations because we're here. And you tell them you can't do anything for them. You know that the sadness is there, and the sadness reaches us here.
No puedo ayudarle, lo siento mucho.
probabilidad de que, como eso fue a temprana edad, la probabilidad de que eso pueda solucionarse es muy poca, muy poquísima. O sea, yo creo que ahí no hay absolutamente nada.
Solo se me puede decir qué pasó con los médicos hoy.
No tengo remedio, me dijo.
¿Cómo se siente? Porque vinieron así.
Bueno, francamente me siento afligido.
¿Por qué?
Porque me dijo que no tenía remedio.
¿Y ahora qué quiere hacer?
¿Qué sí que quiero hacer?
Sí.
Bueno, mire, yo francamente que le voy a decir que yo soy cantante, pues yo salgo a cantar así. Y entonces, como yo tenía esa esperanza de que me iban a operar a mí, yo no quería seguir cantando. Pero como él dijo que ya no tenía remedio, yo entonces tengo que seguir cantando siempre, aunque no quiera. Sí.
Venimos aquí a las 10 de la mañana. Venimos de la quinta región, Boaco, Santa Lucía, que es el pueblo donde nosotros vivimos. Y salimos de allá a las 3:30 de la madrugada para poder estar hasta aquí. Abordamos 3 vehículos, 3 buses para poder estar aquí.
¿Cómo se llama? José Ángel. ¿Y cuántos añitos tienes? ¿No sabes? 5.
Sí. ¿Me va a hablar?
Sí, dale. Sí, no se ponga la manita.
Entonces, ¿qué grado está? ¿Cuántos años tiene?
5, dígale.
5.
Quítese los dedos.
5, duro.
Duro, alto.
5. ¿Grado?
Preescolar, dile.
Preescolar.
Cuando mi niño nació, la primera que lo vi fui yo. Porque mi parto fue en la casa, no fue en ningún hospital ni nada de eso. Entonces el niño nació en la casa y mientras él nació yo lo revisé y ya lo miré así. Entonces a mí me dio decepción, más bien yo me desmayé y no supe yo. Sí.
Es porque a veces lo que pasa es si la mamá durante el embarazo se expone a alguna sustancia tóxica, entonces puede afectar al feto. Sí. Y eso pasa, y a veces desgraciadamente no se sabe, o sea que la mamá se siente bien, pero especialmente al comienzo del embarazo, sé que el feto está bien sensible a sustancias químicas y hacer algo para ayudarlo, para quizás darle algo para que pueda usar sus brazos, y algo artificial para...
When I saw him, I wish I can have wings to fly him right away to the States and we can take care of him. I was very lucky to talk to the General Consul of Nicaragua, and she's the one who referred me. Even I traveled about 6 hours in the dirty road, to meet her family. And I told her not to bring the kid, but they say he wants to meet the flying. Las fotos, entonces ya voy a exponerlo en las diferentes organizaciones, y al nomás encontrar la organización que me va a buscar el doctor, el especialista y todo eso, ¿no? Entonces para esa fecha vamos a ver quiénes son los que van a viajar. Solamente será una persona la que va a viajar, ¿verdad? Y me imagino que serías tú, como mamá, porque tú tienes que dar el consentimiento para todas las operaciones y todo lo que se le va a hacer.
Más bien voy ilusionada porque a mi ver parece que van a hacer algo por él, o sea, va a tener una solución que al futuro él solo se pueda defender. Más bien voy alegre porque ellos me dieron una esperanza.
lost one airplane a few years ago with a dental team on board.
When the accident happened, it was like the whole community of Ensenada just came forward and were grieving right along with us.
Hubo mucho dolor en toda la gente de aquí, de las comunidades indígenas y de todos nosotros porque pues sí.
It was really nice that Ensenada did put that plaque up for us, and they wanted to make sure that we felt, you know, their hearts too were with us, and that they didn't want us to stop coming down there to Ensenada and working with them.
It is a beautiful, beautiful plaque right there where the plane was, where we had to go out and identify. Very emotional about it, very emotional. That they would first honor what we did, and to have my friends' names right there in Ensenada.
Philosophically, you know, they gave their lives for LMB and for the people in Mexico because that's where they went to work. And we knew we had to go on because this is something they lived for, to do. And there are people that are in need. So it can't just stop because of that. And in this way we somehow perpetuate their spirit of giving, of loving people.
Hay que reconocer, pero reconocer públicamente la labor social, humanitaria de ustedes, en el cual nosotros públicamente tenemos que hacerlo, tenemos la obligación de hacerlo públicamente. Porque si nosotros no hiciéramos esto públicamente, somos personas hipócritas. No estamos valorando el trabajo. Ustedes dejan de estar una semana, 15 días, no sé cuánto tiempo, con su familia, por venir a darnos apoyo a nosotros, asistencia médica, del cual tenemos demasiada necesidad.
They just give everything they possibly can in trying to say thanks to us, especially their smiles and the handshakes and wishing us good speed and health and hoping that we'll return to them again real soon.
Lo que sí aprecio mucho es la voluntad que tienen los americanos para apoyar a las comunidades como en este caso, como la situación de este lugar.
It's amazing because they have so little and they just open up their hearts and their homes and whatever little they have they want to share. And sometimes though you say, well, I shouldn't take that because, you know, they'll offer you food or they'll offer you, like in Guatemala, they'll offer us eggs and bananas. And you know this might be all they have, yet you can't say no because this is their dignity. They want to give it.
They always go out of their way for us, somehow or another, special dinners or, you know, just bringing, you know, a glass of water.
That's why I went into medicine. It gives you a heartfelt life. I don't know how else to say it. You feel like you're finally connecting with what your purpose is in life. At least it does for me.
Yo creo que los doctores voladores ayudan a toda la gente acá necesitada por amor. Lo hacen por amor.
This Flying Doctors has really opened my eyes to international programs, working with other people, different programs. It's changed my life in getting out. And I think the biggest thing is the people are so happy, and no matter what you do for them, and have made friends all over the world now.
You all of a sudden learn to appreciate what we have. You learn to rebalance or readjust your values and appreciate what it is that we have when you go down there and see the desperate need and the living conditions that these people are in.
And this re-sparks my caring for people. It brings back that joy that I had in doing medicine, the interest, the little spark of life to be able to want to continue and go on with studying medicine and not just say forget it all.
Their lives have changed. They all say that. I tell you, I go home and I think, okay, I don't need a new couch. I think I'll save my money, make another trip.
It is not money, it is not luxuries, it is not the the great things that we may have in the United States that make you happy. It's your relationships, it's your family, it's maybe some of your education, and just what you can do with your life.
Ellos vienen diferentes, ¿verdad? Los ves diferentes, quizás lo veas diferentes en lo físico, pero en lo espiritual, híjole, somos iguales, con todo el amor para ayudar y para servir.